Hi, this is Lou again. I'm going to make a change from doing mandalas. My hand has been cramping up because I've been doing so much fine drawing that I really wanted to do something really messy and lots of paint, lots of splodges. So I've got my jelly plate out and I'm going to do some jelly prints today. Hope you enjoy. This is my jelly plate. As you can see, it's very well used. It's got a funny kind of green colour, but it still works just as well. And it's just sitting on a non-stick baking sheet that just stops it sticking to the table. And I've got lots of things to play with, so I've got lots of these. These are just kind of homemade stamps that I've made out of some craft foam and some mount board, and I've got lots of different kind of circles and crosses and spots. I've got some bits of string. I've got some bubble wrap. I've got some stencils that I've bought, so quite a lot of kind of commercial stencils, different shapes. And I've also got some wooden printing blocks. I really love these. I love that, especially that one with the triangles on. I use that one a lot. I've got a brayer, that's what you'll use to apply the paint to the jelly mat, and I've got lots of acrylic paint as well. So I've got some really rather inexpensive paint, and some that is kind of what I think of as my proper paint that I want to use for proper projects. But yeah, I'll tend to mix them all up, just see what works. And so if you want to see what jelly prints are, then this is kind of here's one I made earlier. It's a book that I made, and all of the signatures, all of the pages are jelly prints that I made when I first got the plate, and I didn't really know what to do with them, and I thought I'd stitch them together and make a book. I found a great tutorial about making hardback journals and followed that. So yeah, so I'd always intended to kind of paint over this and kind of use it as a journal, but every time I get it out I don't want to touch it. I like it so much, so it's staying as it is for now anyway. We'll see. So the paper that I use, you can use anything really. You can use just cheap printer paper, whatever. But I like to do quite big sheets of paper, so this is A3, and this is De La Roni heavyweight paper, and I use it for everything because it can take lots of acrylic paint, you can collage on it, it doesn't go kind of wibbly like lots of paper does. It works really well for lots of things, so I just keep lots of stacks of that around in lots of different sizes. Right, let's get printing. So let's just start with some paint. And just roll that out. And you can use a bit of scrap paper to roll the excess off onto, and then you can always use that for something else later. So for this one I'm going to use some of my stamps that I've made. Just going to press them in. I'm not looking to be too precise with where they go, or even worry if I get finger marks in it, because as you'll see, not worrying, the actual details of each layer don't matter so much as just getting some interesting texture on there in kind of different scales. So you want some kind of fine texture and some like overall texture, and then some that's a bit more random. So for the first print I'm going to use this sheet, which I've already used it as a bit of scrap. So I'm not going to cover the whole sheet, I'm going to leave a little strip. And I'm just going to use the brayer to get a nice smooth pull. There we go. And then I've got this bit here, which I'm going to just take on a different corner, like that. I'm not really planning where these go. I like the kind of random effect you get when you don't really know. So you see, you get like some quite solid areas and then some kind of lighter areas. Now I reckon there's still plenty of paint on there and a little bit more there. So I'm going to try and get a bit more, and I'm going to start with another sheet for that. There we go, let's stick it in the middle. Try and get all of that off there. There we go, that's quite interesting, I quite like that. Right, now that's not very much on its own, it needs more, and it always needs like 3 or 4 layers at least on each one. So I'm just going to keep going, keep adding layers and keep adding different colours and see where we get. So yeah, so this one needs a little bit more, not a lot, but maybe a little. So we'll just do one last pull, and then I'll call it a day. This is one of my favourite stencils, so we'll use this one. I just love that with the lime green against the pink. If I could get that effect, that would be perfect. There we go, all done. I hope you enjoyed. So that's Gelli Printing. Good bit of fun, and hopefully soon in one of my future videos I'll show you what you can do with some of these prints once you've made them.